And we're live.
Okay, when last we left off, you guys were still on the road from Baldur's Gate to Water's Deep. You had just gone ahead and came through the Field of the Dead, approaching the Troclaw Hills. As the name implies, the drivers and your wagon master says that when you're doing your when you're acting on your scouting missions, when you're going scouting throughout your days, to go ahead and be aware of trolls. And if you do see them, don't engage them because you'd probably die, and you may want not to lead them back to the wagon train. A couple of days ago, one of the wagons, actually the revelry, the rich people back there, the people that you so far assume are part of the dragon cult, they went ahead and they came back, and it looks like they lost one of their guards while they were out on patrol. Yeah, let's see.
Was it the Nice Garb?
No, Soth was not. It was not Soth the Sloth. It was Mr. Weiss that went ahead and perished.
Did we like Mr. Weiss?
Nobody really interacted with either nobody's interacted with the guards for the revelry wagon other than Soth the Sloth. All right. Rumors, and after a little bit of questioning, you learn, yeah, they got attacked by a couple of trolls. Right, and in running away, he was left behind as bait to go ahead and sacrifice himself so the rest of them get back.
What? Wow. That's a legitimate excuse that's given?
That was his job. That's what he was hired for. He's hired to keep us alive. So, means him losing his life. Isn't that what guards are supposed to do?
Oh, wait a minute. I have issue with this.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Remember, you don't have to run the fastest. You just can't be the slowest.
I run the slowest, Strike.
Personal problem.
It's now been day 12 of your journey. This is the second rest day. There's no traveling today. You guys are going to sit and camp and let all horses rest the entire day, because every 6 days that's what you do. Let's see. I'd like to have everybody go ahead and make a charisma check for me.
So how far was this, or how long was this journey?
60 days between here and Waterdeep.
Great check, me. What about to the obvious enemy base, Dragon Spear?
Let me take a look here. You're expected to reach Dragon Spear day 26 in about another 2 weeks. Okay. Okay. And now let me have everybody give me a nature check. Unfortunately, none of you are skilled in nature.
I like the city.
Well, that worked out well.
Okay. As you've been sitting there, just enjoying the day, relaxing and everything, 9, actually several of you have noticed, a few eagles flying overhead. All right, 9, you notice that the eagles cast a human-shaped shadow, though.
Oh, guys, how pretty.
Which leads you to believe the only thing you've ever heard of doing anything like that is a monstrous creature.
How not pretty. Hey guys, aren't the eagles looking really not eagle-y today for you guys?
Look like birds to me.
Yeah, those aren't birds.
They're flying in the sky.
Yeah, they're pretending to be birds, whatever they are.
Well,
I'd
I'm
like to hit one
pretending to
with an
be.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh boy.
Okay, give me an attack roll for an Eldritch Blast. Okay, give me damage. Okay, well, the 3 creatures that were flying, or the 3 bird-like creatures that were flying overhead, seemingly peacefully. All right, Eldritch Blast comes out of the wagon, comes up from the side of your wagon there, flies up at them. All right, hits one, and now they're flying down. As they get closer, you notice they do look like very large, man-sized eagles, except that they each have the head of a stag. All right. None of them have multiple antlers. They have maybe 2 or 3 spikes off of each antler. Go ahead and roll me initiative, please, everyone.
So these are flying eagles with moose
With
heads?
stag heads.
Or stag, okay.
Yeah, stag heads, and they cast human shadows.
And they got beef with us?
Well, somebody just shot them with an Eldritch Blast.
Well, I'd have beef with turdies too, so.
Okay.
I was going to
like-
ask Darendale what he thought, but someone decided to shoot first and ask questions later.
Darendale goes ahead and says something silently under his breath, and a long blade of crackling black energy and lightning goes ahead and starts forming in his fist as he takes up a fighting stance in case he gets attacked. Next up, we have your driver, Darius. And okay, yes, he knows what they are. He takes up a fighting stance with his quarterstaff. No spells going off yet. Darius. Nothing there. Okay. Next up is Uthal.
You know, it helps if I were to unmute my mic. I shouldn't have rage because it should have ended a while ago. And Uthal's gonna, if he's gonna take up a stance of if the wagon gets attacked, he's going to attack.
Okay. Paraton 3. Going to come diving in at strike. That'll be a miss, and he'll be swooping. Actually, he's going to be landing. Next one. Paraton 2. Utho, go ahead and give me a opportunity attack against Paraton 2.
Okay.
Looks like he's going after. He hasn't decided if he's going after Sultana or you. You hit him. That makes him going after you. Okay.
Do you want me to roll damage?
Yes, please. Okay. That's a hit.
Now, was that attack of opportunity my my delayed action?
Yes.
Okay.
That was you said that you were preparing that if something came in to attack, that you would attack him.
Yes. Okay.
So
I was just
yeah,
making sure.
that was your held action. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and okay, he comes slamming into you, hitting you with his talons first, and then raking his head upwards and just like ripping parts of your chest and chin with his antlers. Next up, Paraton.
Somebody rolled a 20.
And he's coming in. And just a second. Look, he's coming in at 9 when he gets hit by Prince Darendale's weapon, which makes him switch targets to Darendale. And he comes tumbling to a stop right there. And instead of damaging Darendale, he got hit and crashed into the side of the wagon between Darendale and 9. He gets back up in that square there. He takes a small amount of damage. He rolled a 1. Sultana, Miss Kingsman, what are you doing?
Numbers hurt when you get hit. Mm-hmm.
She whacks at it with her baton. Trotius. Brings us to you. The one you attacked seems to have landed on the other side of the wagon. The only one on your side of the wagon would be the one maybe about 10 feet away.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I've been having issues with my mic.
Ah.
Alright, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to use Curse.
You're breaking up. What was that?
Sorry, I'm going to use Hexblade Curse.
Okay.
And Lightning Lure.
Okay. It failed its saving throw. Gets yanked to the side.
Then I can move 5 more feet to since I
Okay.
didn't move my full speed.
You still get your full movement. You did pull him within range, so yeah, don't move more than 5 feet away from him. He'll get to attack you.
Right, I just wanted to create a flank.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. If that's it, go ahead. 9.
Well, since it's right in front of me, I guess I need a cleric smash. I forgot to target it.
Yeah, okay. Let me drop it on there. That's a miss. You went to swing on it, and just as you were coming down to hit it, the lightning lure from Trotius went ahead and yanked it to the side, throwing you off balance for a second there, as you went from being in front of Darendale to being in front of you. Nidurk, you're the only one unengaged at the moment. I'd like you to make a perception check for me.
I'm gonna walk back in the wagon.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Still want you to make a perception check for me.
Perception, Rolio. Yeah.
Okay.
The big yellow one is the sun.
Okay, so you walk back into the wagon. No.
Yeah. I'm gonna let's target this fella. Get rid of him with my the firebolt. I'm just gonna do a little firebolt action. Nope, I gotta open it up. I click that button. That'll do it for me.
I'll tell you attack number 3. And then with my bonus action, I will cast Spiritual Weapon. and I'll use his attack the same one. And misses, and I will end my turn. And Jojo, if you've been talking, we can't hear you.
Hey, well then, Darendale will go ahead and use his energy weapon. He will go ahead and swing at one of the Periton there in front of 9, cleaving the right side of its face, and it's shearing its antler from its head at the same time, dropping that Periton.
Ret.
Darius will go ahead and leap off, come around the front of the wagon there. All right. Using his quarterstaff. Ooh, critical. Alright, and that will be partially resisted. He does a bit of damage to it. Alright, and then he will... strike. You did not use a reaction. Or you don't have a reaction, or you can right now. At this moment, you can go ahead and use a reaction to attack the same Periton that Darius just attacked, if you wish.
All right, that's number 3.
Yes. Yeah, it looks like his attack with the quarterstaff gave you an opening.
Nice.
Okay, it's heavily damaged. Uthal.
Uthel's going to try getting to a flanking position, kind of skirting just inside of its attack radius there.
Okay.
He's also going to get really pissed off,
Okay.
and he's going to take a swing. And he does get advantage with Sultana there. Okay.
Due to the flanking, yes. He'll swing with the maul. Bashes an overhead swing with the maul, crushing the back of the Periton's head, knocking it to the ground. It stands up slowly, looking pretty hurt.
That will end my
Any
turn.
other actions, or are you passing your turn now? Periton 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. He continues attacking strike. 4, 5, 6. He attacks Darius. Okay, he turns his attention on to Darius. And he will roll a 1 and a fumble. Okay. All right. In his turning, right, he went ahead and he slips slightly and stumbles. Periton 2, he's followed Bonebreakers. As Bonebreaker moved around him, he turns his back on Sultana and he continues to attack Bonebreaker. All right, that's a miss, and a miss. He goes all out on you and misses every single time. His attacks are totally ineffective.
Help down the ones. I'll take care of this. It's personal.
I have no idea what he's saying. Ever.
I don't think any of us do.
Okay. Sultana will go ahead and take the advantage and bash the. Gives, instead of hitting it in melee with it, she actually gives a flick of her wrist and tosses the baton at the back of the Periton's head. All right. You can actually hear bone crack. Trodius. Periton on your side of the wagon's been dispatched. You can hear fighting still going on the other side.
Be useful.
Gonna move to there.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Hexblade Curse on Periton 2. And I'm gonna hit him with Green Flame Blade.
That'll be a hit. And that will drop that one. Let's see. Where is it? Hmm. Nine.
So I'm gonna go move to attack the other one. I'm just trying to. So am I standing underneath the wagon, on the wagon?
You guys are outside the wagon. So if you could go ahead and roll underneath the wagon and get to the other side.
Like that?
Huh, how odd. It's not letting me give you your move.
Ooh, something the DM can't
Ah,
do.
that's why it moved. That's why. Okay.
I'm so strong I moved the whole wagon with
The
me.
whole wagon wanted to move.
I'm apparently missing a lot today.
You just couldn't get the momentum after doing the roll with the with your warhammer to go ahead and do enough damage to the Periton to actually hit it. You hit it, but it just was totally ineffective. Nidok.
Let's mosey on over here. Let's focus on over yeah. And then I'm a summon my mage hand. I think I can just do that as free action. I'm gonna summon mage hand, and I'm gonna. Can I get a little icon on the map? Is that possible for a little mage hand? Okay.
Just a moment. Let me see if there is one. There's a little tiny hand.
Yes, this is perfect. And so I'm gonna move the hand right there, and I'm just gonna slap him in the face. But no, the mage hand can't actually deal damage, but I just wanna move him there and slap him. So no, bad bird. That'll
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Okay.
Maybe the bird will learn his lesson, something like that.
Strike.
All right, I'm gonna use bonus action to move my spiritual weapon.
Oh, spiritual weapon. Oh.
My icon's better than yours.
I have a spiritual weapon. It just slapped him in the face. Might not have hurt him, but it sent a message.
And then I will attack.
And your spiritual weapon goes ahead and slashes at the Periton, taking it down.
And then I'm going to look around, including up, for any additional threats.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
I see nothing.
Okay. You see nothing.
And that
Everybody
way,
else scanning, go ahead and scan the skies and give me a perception check.
Uthel's still beating the bird that died in front of him. He's making a bird soup.
Bird mash.
Yes, he's extremely angry.
I see nothing also.
Okay. What you guys do make out, you don't see anything else in the skies. You do see, this would have been going into round 3. You see several people, other wagons had been heading over towards you. They'd be getting there this round. All right. Looks like they weren't needed, so they kind of like, hey, whoa, they're looking at the Peritons. Several are clapping you on the back. Good job, good job.
I high five my mage hand.
Okay.
It's still making bird mash.
So I'm going to go around and I'll search them, and then I want to pick up the antler that was cleaved off.
Okay.
I'm gonna yell at Tertius. Just had to shoot him, didn't you?
Yep. Yes, I did.
Any reason for
So-
that?
Need to add some feathers to my cloak.
Oh my goodness.
Nine's gonna go up and gently pat Uther. I think it's dead. Did you need healing?
Maybe.
Yeah, he's covered. He's covered in blood and gore. You can, yes, a lot of it's actually his.
Do I have your consent to touch you? I don't want to get hit.
You sign a release.
He bleeds to death. Do I have your consent?
That's fine.
He's slightly scary, okay?
How do I remove the effects of rage? Should I just click the button again?
I can take that off you. Give me a second.
Okay.
Okay, Uthal starts calming down as you move over to him and heal him. Go ahead and, okay, you haven't targeted. Okay, after a couple of spells on him, you notice that most of his wounds have closed up. He should be fine, but you guys start up the next day. He just needs a bit of rest.
After that is all said and done, he's going to put the maul across his shoulders. And he's going to do this.
Okay. Let's see. Nine. Make an Arcana check for me. Okay. After you're done healing him with the power of your deity, you notice that he goes ahead and he grasps hold of his maul that he has and holds it a little bit tighter to him, and you feel a small wave of lawful deity power emanate from the staff, and you see the rest of his wounds heal. Unfortunately, your roll wasn't high enough to be able to tell you any more than it came from deities.
Okay, he's really scary now.
Okay.
What did I do to become scary?
You healed
Uh,
yourself and you're big.
Nidurk, you notice that after the fight that one of the guards is eyeing you. He looks like he's upset with you. You're not sure because you don't remember having any interactions with him.
What caravan is the guard with?
That's what I'm going to tell you right now. Let's see. He is with Wagon 5, actually. He's with the BAM wagon. Right. It's Otek One Thumb.
Strike, be quiet. There's no way.
It's him.
There's no way.
Now, what did I say earlier? They're hiding it in the kegs.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just here laughing.
You know that moment when you feel like the story's being made up as you go?
Actually, I do have a note thing here that says snakes on the motherfucking wagon train. Exactly which wagons. Tells me which wagons all of the cult members are in.
Oh my gosh. I'll play it cool. I won't realize or let him know that I notice. Because there's a piece of me that wants to do like finger guns at him. But I don't know that Nidurk would actually know what a finger gun is. So
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
me?
Yes.
Well, I am the knight, so that should be easy.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Over the course of the next hour or so, you notice that you're playing it cool. You're just still keeping an eye on him, and you notice that he has words with a couple of other guards, and they go ahead and you can tell that he's pointing you out to them.
Ooh.
Right? He points you out to Blanche from Wagon 6. That's the wagon that had the heroes on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the other adventuring group. All right, he points you out to the guard, the middle-aged female guard there. She wears scale armor, and she uses a long spear, and several throwing spears. And he also points you out to one of the passengers he talks to from Revelry. He talks to Richard Redmond there. He's the young human male dressed in fine clothing. He's a lot quieter than his companions, and he seems concerned by any attention they bring to the group.
Which is a lot.
All right. Which, after pointing you notice that after pointing you out, you notice that Richard chews him out. Right, and Otik sulks off and goes and stands by his wagon and stays there for the rest of the day after getting chewed out.
I very subtly call a team meeting. Get in the wagon. Team meeting.
Get in the wagon. Get in the wagon. Team meeting. Team meeting. Get in the wagon.
Do you tell Uthal this?
I really want to stick with no.
Okay.
Because Uthal is not part of the team yet.
Okay, so are we allowing then? Let's see. You're just asking Strike 9.
This is the original.
and Stronius then.
It's the original
Okay.
team because we haven't briefed Uthal.
Darius,
and
Darendelle, and
no, Darendale's in.
Okay, Darendale's in.
Yeah.
Your driver. What about your driver, Darius? No.
Darius he's a driver, so.
Okay, and what about your your 3 new passengers?
We haven't briefed them at all.
Okay, so while the elderly lady, the young
And
child,
I don't know how to
and the
handle.
giant are doing other things,
I don't
you
know
guys
how
have
to
a quiet
handle
meeting.
giving new information to Uthal. It just seems not wise at all to present like anyone that possibly could be a threat to Uthal. He doesn't seem like the person that is okay with planning something out. He's more of a, ooh, there's something, and goes for it. That's what I've concluded about Uthal. So yeah, let's do the original, like the team we left with. Those
Okay, so you
guys.
take your original 14 members in Darendale, and you guys go, hey, we're gonna go scout to the right over here for about an hour or so back, and you guys can talk in peace and quiet out there.
Sure.
Okay. Otherwise, you got to kick the old lady out of the wagon.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. That's okay. That works.
Uther would have probably kicked him out of the wagon.
Yeah. Okay, so we walk off. We walk off to the side. Everybody coming?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I actually forgot what I called everybody out here for. Ugh. I'm sorry. I forgot. It was really important at the time. Goodness. Somebody just start saying
You got
stuff.
spotted by a Utik?
No. Somebody sent those bird, eagle, man, bear, pig things. Somebody sent them. I think.
And we took care of them.
Okay, well, not the point. I think the dragon cultists are not all on one wagon.
What dragon cultist? What was this entire train's dragon cultist?
Oh my gosh. Maybe. It could be, Trarius. Maybe we just need to kill everybody on the caravan. Do you think that's the solution? Is that what you want to put forward?
The only way to be safe.
I'll do it. I'll do it. You want to get started? We'll just go caravan to caravan, and we'll set up like assassination plots for each one.
I don't.
Everyone
think
down with
that's
this?
A good idea.
First
don't?
off, we need to follow them back to the base to see where they're going.
Oh, somebody remembers the original plan. Go figure. What does that mean? I think that means we're not going to engage the dragon cultists, right? Right?
At this moment.
Sure, at this moment.
See, he's got the right idea.
Well, here's what I know. What was his name? You're my memory. The BAM guard.
One finger dude.
Was that him, Jojo?
Otik One Thumb?
Otik One Thumb. Otik One Thumb was giving me some crazy looks when we dispatched those man, bear, pig, eagles. Alright. And then he went a-talking. He went talking to some other people. He went to the wagon of all the rich folk. What's their wagon called? I don't have them all written down here. Something Company.
That would be, he went to Wagon 5's guard. That's the BAM wagon. He went to the Casual Heroes guard. One of the
I thought
barrels of the
Otik
Casual
One
Hero
Thumb
wagon.
was the BAM wagon guard.
Yeah, I'm sorry. He's the
Yeah.
BAM wagon guard.
Okay.
He talked to one of the guards for the Casual Heroes, Wagon 6,
Gotcha.
and he talked to one of the passengers on Wagon 7. All 3 of those wagons are in front of you.
Okay, seems like the guy over him was on wagon 7. So he kind of gave him a stern shutdown when he pointed me out to him. So just so y'all know, I don't think we can be confident that they're all in one wagon.
Maybe it's all the guards.
Could be, but I don't think it's every guard. I'm a guard. Oh wait, maybe I did tell them I was with the dragon. Maybe I've been with the dragon cult this whole time. I start looking into the eyes of everyone I brought out with me into the woods.
And I just shake my head.
No.
Okay, just checking. Y'all are gonna
As he
kill me?
says, maybe I'm a dragon cult. Maybe I'm the dragon cultist all along. He's looking in your eyes. As he looks in all of your eyes, it slowly starts to rain. Just a light drizzle.
That's strange.
Look what you did.
Maybe we should. I don't like rain. I go back to the wagon. Bye.
So
Well, my
what
d-
we're saying is maybe we should kill the halfling.
I said,
I'll
nope,
take
that's a
care
bad
of
idea. I say that as I'm
Walking
there was
away.
there was a fallen tree on the way, and I'm kind of like waddling over it, like I'm grabbing it, and just scoot my whole body over it. I'm like, nope, that's a bad idea, and I fall on the other side. And I just keep going, like that's the like I'm just jumping over stuff to get back that everyone else would just normally step over, but I can't. Like, don't kill the halfling, and I just keep making my way back to the wagon.
Okay. Right. Let's see. By the time you guys do make it back to where or by the time Nidok makes it back to the wagon, and any of those of you that follow him, the rain has turned into a light drizzle to a heavy downpour. Right.
Crazy how rain do that. I just say that to myself, but loud enough so I don't know who's around me, but just observation. I'm not used to rain, so this is all new.
So what you're saying is they went from little stinging rain to big old fat rain.
Yes. And let's see, what is his name? Yeah. The actual owner of the wagon train, him and his brother, Marion and Bastian, they come walking through and handing out these globes, or they're attaching them to each of the wagons, globes set into a brass tripod. Right, and as they affix them to the top of the wagons, right, they start to go ahead and blink in a bright blue light. All right. He tells all of you that he's going ahead. He's putting those up so that as you guys travel, you'll be able to see each of the wagons in front of you. Because as the rain gets heavier, it cuts down visibility to almost nil. All right. He shows your drivers, each of the drivers, how to activate the orbs. Right, they're going to leave them up throughout the night here on the rest of the day while you're camped. And if the rain persists,
I want to be nosy and watch how to activate the orb.
Okay. All right. Simple command word. Right. Basically, it's on and off to turn the lights on and off.
Like you just say on and off?
Yep. Lights on. Right.
Oh,
it starts blinking.
Okay.
Lights off. It stopped blinking.
Clap 3 times.
All right. Yeah. Clap on, clap off.
The clapper.
I want to have that knowledge.
Hey, turn Pookha up. I can barely hear him.
Some say that's a blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not Cass.
Trust me, it's not just Cass.
Tough crowd.
Only gonna get tougher.
Okay, let's see.
And I'll take the time to warn everybody to keep their eyes open. Visibility's going down. It's a good time to be attacked. If they suspect us, they may come for us.
Okay, I believe we have a watch order sheet. Trodius on first, Thoden on second, Nirdak on third, 9 on fourth. Okay.
And I remember to go ahead and wake you up, Strike, early in the morning so that you can do your prayers.
Excellent.
Okay. Trodius, first watch. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. You see some movement out there during night camp or during your watch. You go ahead and you see people moving between wagons 6 and 7. All right, a couple of times during your watch. All right, nobody makes any moves towards your guys' wagon though. And your watch ends peacefully. Strike, go ahead and give me, you wake up Strike for his watch. Strike, give me a perception check on your watch. Okay. Yeah, Strike, during your watch, you see my apologies. Okay, sorry about that. You see, it looks like from one of the wagons in the back, you're not sure if it is wagon 10, 11, or 12, but somewhere in one of the back wagons there, you see a couple of you see 2 figures chasing a third smaller figure in the darkness and the rain. And right about the time that you're about to sound an alarm, right, you hear the laughter of a small female child. All right. And the rest of your watch goes by uneventful. You wake up Niddick for his. Niddick, let me have a perception check on your watch.
I see time and space wrapping around me. All that was, what is, and what will be are within my vision.
Okay. You actually see, it looks as though 2 people, right, are coming up towards your wagon. Right, and they seem to be coming from the direction of wagons 5 and 6.
I I make my voice as really low, like really, really low, and I'm like, "Who goes there?"
Yeah, 2 figures kind of stop for a moment. Confer. Guards doing check. All right, and they continue to walk past your wagon. You notice that it is Otik from earlier, and wasn't Blanche? You think it was the other guard? The you saw pointed
Richard?
ears. No,
No.
Udinil from wagon 6.
Ooh. I say, hold on a minute. Why,
Are you coming out of the?
I'm on top of the wagon. I'm looking
Okay.
down at him. I always watch from the top of the wagon.
Okay.
And generally just I spend most of my days on top of the wagon. I like the top of the wagon. Makes me feel tall. I say, shouldn't you guys be looking after your own wagons? Why you got to be coming around my wagon?
Because to get to the other wagons and check out the entire train, we're gonna have to go past your wagon. You want to join us?
Nope.
Not many people are brave enough to go ahead and take the graveyard dead of night shift like this, but hey, we're up, so we thought we'd go ahead and give the camp a once over, making sure everything's safe.
I'm actually a coward, so I'm gonna have to stay here. I don't like night. I don't like spiders, snakes. I don't like anything bigger than me, which is most things. What else I don't like? I don't know. Two good for nothing guards walking around, snooping around my wagon. I don't like that. What else I don't like? The dragon colt. I don't like them. I don't know why though. I mean, I'd be partial to them. I kind of understand what they're doing, but I don't know. Really, it's whoever pays the best. Right now, I'm paid the best to not like them. But then again, I haven't really been paid that much. Now that I think about it, why do I not like them?
And as you're talking, they just like walk off.
I say, hey, come back sometime. It gets real boring here. And I go sit back on the top of the wagon.
Wait, is he shouting enough to wake me up?
All right, and yes, towards the end there, Uthul, go ahead and give me a perception check, please. Because Uthul sleeps right there by the top of the wagon. They made him a bed and everything in the
good,
on the
yeah, I
background.
remember.
Okay. And luckily, over the sound of the rain and his own snoring, Uthul hears nothing.
I'm actually going to go and sit beside Uthul, knowing that he didn't hear that, and just start poking him with my hacky stick to pass the time.
Okay, does that wake me up?
Yes.
No. Better yet, can I use a reaction just to swat with the backhand?
As we said, that woke you up. If you want to go ahead and swat at it, go for it.
Okay.
Looks like Halfling Jelly's back on the menu, boys.
Give me a strength check.
Is this against my dexterity?
Yes.
Dexterity save. Here we go. Oh, God.
Flat.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Uthul, roll me a d4 plus 1. Seeing as your strength gives you a +5 bonus, I'll give you anywhere within there as to how much strength you actually hit the whatever it was with.
So a 2.
Okay, so we're gonna give 2 points of damage to Nidrik.
I squeal and skid her off.
And the rest of your night goes by uneventful, Nidrik.
Oh, that's sad.
Right. You wake up 9 for her watch. 9, give me a perception check. Okay. Your night goes by totally uneventful. No encounters, no nothing. Nothing shows up during the night. You wake up, Strike, as you just as the dawn's light is beginning to break. As you notice the darkness changing and just a barely light, you go, "Hey, better get him up."
Excellent. I'll go do my prayers.
Okay. And you guys will start off back on the road. All right. Your morning prayers went kind of dreary, as the the rain and the clouds and everything, you couldn't fully experience Lathander's morning light. There were no visions for this day. The rain continues throughout the day. In fact, the rain continues for the next 3 days. A constant 24/7, just small rivers and not rivers, but small creeks and streams are being formed in the landscape of the Troll Hills as you guys are going through it. And about day 15, the rain tapers off in the evening time. Right. As the clouds open up, and you notice small mushrooms and other fungi have sprouted up all over the hills. As far as you can see, they cover the road. Right? And as you watch, within minutes, they go from being tiny to being maybe about 6 inches tall. Right? And within an hour, they go from that size to being maybe about 2 to 3 feet tall. When they get that big, the wagon master goes ahead and calls a halt. And you're gonna have to clear off the road for the wagon train to go ahead and continue.
No, Nidric, you can't eat them.
No, but I can stand at the top of the wagon and go, "Hey, bros, how you guys doing out there?" Do any of them respond to me? Oh no, I have to get their powder on me. I run off the wagon and run to the closest mushroom.
Uthel's gonna take out his axe.
I start shaking the mushroom, like, "Give me your spores!"
Going to start hacking away at them.
Okay. All right. The Hollisters the Hollisters get out there, those that act as guards, and they're Uthel, I need you to go ahead and give me a saving throw. Let's see, let me have a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. As you're hacking them up, all right, you can hear the cries of babies and children.
No! No!
Right. When it first happens, it's everybody stops for a second and like, what the? Right. See, Nidric, go ahead and as you're shaking it, trying to get the spores and everything on you, give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh goodness, fail! Can I purposely fail? Just let myself become weak?
Sure, if you want to.
Yes, I want to. I accept. Oh,
I breathe the spores in, man.
See, look, that's too high. I don't want that. No.
It's
shoves
okay.
his face and takes a deep breath.
You're willingly
Yes.
taking in the spores. Gotcha.
He's down there, nose right on top of it.
All right. At this time, do
I notice everyone chopping the?
Yes, and the screaming that's going on.
I let out the loudest, bloodthirstiest scream. I was like, "Stop!"
Uthel's gonna stop, turn to Nidric.
Like, you're killing them!
Screaming like that. They're mushrooms. They're not real things.
They're not just mushrooms! They're people! They're mushroom people! And I hug the closest one.
Since we have previous experience with stool, I'd like to see if we can determine if these are the same sort of beings or not.
They don't look like. I mean, stool kind of look like a mushroom, but you could, at the same time he didn't. These look very similar. They're a fungi. They do have a mushroom cap. They do give off spores. They might be not. I don't want to say related to him, but yeah, they're similar to him, but they're not the same type as him. He was a shiitake, and they were,
Can we tell if they're sentient or not?
I believe the word he was looking for was sentient.
Sentient, yes. Sorry. Sentient.
As they get cut down, you hear the cries of children and babies. You can try.
Yeah, there's no
talking to
adults
them.
here. They were just born, obviously.
Uthal thinks it's some kind of witchcraft, so he's going to continue.
No. Just ask them. Just ask them to move. They'll move. I make a mad dash to the front of the wagon train.
Okay.
I assume these have blocked our path.
Yes, they've blocked the path. The Hollisters and their lizard men are going ahead and cutting through them.
No. Okay, I just stop. You're murdering them. They can feel. They can love. They can experience life just like you. They're just little babies. They were just born. They don't know any better. Just ask them to move. I go to the closest mushroom. I'm like, hey there, little buddy. I say,
Torm, save me from crazy drugs.
I say, hey there, little buddy. Just, can you get up? We got a little wagon. Can you just get up? Can you come over here? Does anything happen?
Okay. They look like they try to move, but they just can't.
They just can't. We're just got to wait till they can.
All right. So I'm going to walk up and talk to the leader of the wagon, see if he's experienced this sort of thing before.
Okay, I'm going to roll a perception to see if I see... Uthal's is too busy hacking away, so I'm going to see if he can actually see them move. Attempt to...
See them moving. You hear the cries.
Nothing tries to move away from you as you're swinging at them. But you do hear the... all you hear is the cries. Every time you cut a swath through them, you hear just the heart-wrenching cries.
He thinks it's witchcraft.
Oh,
God.
That's fine. But no, you don't see what's going on with Nidrik and the others. You notice that the others have kind of stopped hacking at them.
And you see
Uthal's
me?
going to keep going until he gets told to stop by somebody.
Yeah,
other than Nidrik.
Actually, yeah. Uthal and the lizard men are the only ones still hacking. The Hollisters that were there that were hacking up, they've actually stopped.
So I continue to coax this little mushroom, to show them that they can move.
Okay.
Gotta...
After about maybe 5-10 minutes, right? The mushrooms in different areas they've grown a bit more, and those that get over 5 feet tall can actually start moving. All right.
Big mushrooms.
I go. This is what I'm looking at. I was like, hey, bruh, how's it going?
All right. But no thoughts or no sounds come back at you.
Oh my goodness.
All right. They do go ahead, and if you're coaxing them, those that you coax to get off the road,
yeah,
do start moving off the road. And taking a cue from you, the Hollisters start shooing them off the road. All right. Marion, the wagon master, goes ahead and he shouts at the lizard men to go ahead and stop hacking.
At that point in time, Uthal's going to stop hacking because the lizard men got told to stop hacking.
Yeah, between you and the lizard men, you've gone ahead and
murdered
mowed down several hundred.
Murdered. Let's stick with the word murdered.
You've harvested several mushrooms.
You've heartlessly murdered.
I would like to go around and gather up some of the mushroom pieces to make a few later.
Okay.
No! What's wrong
I'll
with
ask
you
if you
people?
want.
You
Uthel's
don't
gonna ask
seem to
him
be
if he
the
wants
only
to
one.
cut up.
You don't seem to be the only one with that with that idea. As you see, some of the other people from other wagons gathering up some of the busted up mushrooms. You do see Buck. He goes ahead and he actually is taking some of the mushrooms themselves, not the hacked up ones. He's actually catching some of the smaller ones and putting them in crates and locking them in his cages.
I lay there and I start crying like Mel Gibson in The Patriot when his children are killed.
Uthel's gonna walk past Nidok and pick him up.
Y'all know what Mel Gibson did after
bag.
after his children were killed? Y'all remember? You sure you want to touch these mushrooms? You're right. You sure you want to touch these mushrooms?
I continue to pick up mushrooms.
I pick up Nidok like a
Like
bag.
a mushroom?
no, like a bag, just like by the back of his collar as he's throwing his tantrum.
No, I forgot to say no! Leave him alone! Nobody responds?
Several people near you are just like looking at you like, what?
Like they have feelings. They're sentient. They can think and love, and we're just killing them.
I can love being in my soup later.
I fire a fireball at Charles.
Okay.
I don't know. Where's fireball?
Do I need to roll an athletics or a strength?
This is at Charles. I don't know if that hits. 20's gonna hit. There's the damage. Takes that. That's a Charles.
Let's see.
I take reduced fire damage, by the way.
Takes reduced fire damage. Is my mage hand still out?
No.
I'm gonna slap him with it.
So essentially, we're about to go ahead and have a mushroom and roasted chicken dinner.
If y'all don't put the mushrooms back, people are gonna die.
Okay, rather than fighting back, I look over at one of the mushrooms and I fire a firebolt at it.
Oh my god!
Hold on. Do I need to make a check to like actually pick up Nidok?
No, you said you were picking him up. He did not say that he wasn't letting you.
You can pick me up.
You've picked him up.
You throw another one of them team up, I'm gonna throw you. Better behave.
I say, put me down, or I will end your life.
Better behave or I'll throw you.
I won't ask again.
I ain't gonna say it again. Mm-hmm.
I cast Scorching Ray. All rays focus on the person holding me. Do I have to roll for hit for each ray?
Yes.
How do I target Ren? Where is he?
Combat tracker?
I don't know how to target him.
Just click on the...
Yeah, like no, that's Mage Hand targeting you. Gotcha now. Is that hit?
Nope.
How is this? How is this possible? That one hits. Ha-ha!
Nothing done every session.
You had a choice, Shortius.
Alright. Your driver Darius starts singing. All right.
Singing.
Soft. Yes, he starts singing at the top of his lung. Right, some kind of soft opera. Right, everybody except for Uthal and Nirdik. All right, you guys are the only two that succeeded. You
That's
guys
right.
made your saving throw. Everybody else, you feel a sense of calm, and any angry emotions are kind of washing away as he sings.
I yell at him, "Would you
Alright.
cut out that lullaby Ex Machina song?"
Alright. And the wagon master, Marion, comes walking up, right, to Uthal, who's holding Nirdik. Look, young man. Okay, so you like the creatures, and you don't want us to kill them. I didn't hear you complain about the ribs we had yesterday. I didn't hear you complain about the mashed potatoes we had the day before.
I say, have you ever talked to a potato?
Okay. These are just vegetables.
They're not just vegetables.
Let it go.
I can talk to them. And like, I grab one of the mushrooms and I'm like, see? And I'm like, come here, buddy. Come over here. I ask him, what's your name?
Very well. Then you can go talk to your friends and clear them off the road. All right. We start up again in an hour.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Any of your friends that are still on the road risk their own lives. So, seeing as you can talk to them, you can go warn them. But we do
you
have
can, you can talk to them too. We can all talk to them.
Yes,
Let's
but I
go.
don't care.
Yes, you do. Charisma check. I wanna make him care. What do I have? I have persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah, I'm gonna persuade him. I want to persuade him that he cares about these mushrooms too. Why?
That was the best roll ever.
Why? Why? How is it even possible? Oh my goodness.
So
Alright, I go
Uthal-
talk to all the mushrooms.
Well, Uthal's still carrying him. He's going to turn and face the mushrooms on the road and throw Nidder.
Just let me fly. I don't care anymore.
What do I need to roll to
Strength check.
halfling?
I need you to go ahead and roll 2, 3, 6d6 plus 5.
That's for range.
Actually, before you do that, my apologies. Before you do that, Nidderk, I need you to roll a d3. So roll me a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Just a d6?
Yep. 1, 2. Okay, actually, cool. Then instead, Uthal, I need you to go ahead and roll me 1d6 plus 5. Yeah, he's got a range of 30 feet. He can throw you. You, realizing you just got launched, kind of go ahead and maneuver and like, oh, hell no, I'm not going that.
So
I
a
use my
total of
skydiving training.
8 points. Okay, that's another 8 points to Niddick. Taking him up to 10 of his 24.
My score? This sounds like a score. 8 points to Gryffindor. Like, yeah.
Okay.
You should have had house scores like that.
Okay, after about a half hour of seeing you coerce mushrooms off the road, a couple of the Hollister cousins, they go ahead and they also help you kind of shoo the mushrooms.
I've been
off
naming
the
them
road.
the entire time too, Jojo.
Okay.
I would be giving the mushrooms names.
Alright.
I have a feeling that they've just been born and they don't have names. So each one I coerce off the road, I'm giving them a name.
Okay.
They're not names like you would expect, though. They're all like Tom, Hilbert,
Dick, Harry.
yeah, names like that.
Gilbert, Filbert, Wilbert, yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's see. The rest of that day goes by uneventful. Your wagon train makes it past the where the mushrooms came sprouting up at. Alright. And you continue on your way. Over the next 3 or 4 days of travel, right, at every single break, somebody in the camp is making jokes about Niddick and the mushrooms.
I bet they
Right.
are.
Yeah, whether it's just like, no, don't eat that salad, you know. They're just, and, you know,
What's your name holding up with cabbage?
in some way, yeah, Niddick, for the next 3 or 4 days, you're the butt of several jokes.
So is our HP back to normal?
Yes, and we'll go ahead. Let me give everybody a nice. Everybody gets a couple of long rests in there. Everybody's health is back to normal. Any used abilities and spell sets are reset. Bring up the map. Okay, this will be the morning of day 20 along the road. You've made it safely through without encountering or bringing any trolls back to the wagon train. On the days that you had to go out, were totally uneventful. This is one of those mornings where strike, as you get up, you have a vision. Right? Several dragons, right, flying and attacking multiple villages. Right? It's just you see 8 or 9 different dragons attacking 8 or 9 different villages. You see the people running for their lives as their villages are destroyed. You see the cult of the dragon coming in the aftermath and collecting, you know, the treasures and stuff that the villagers leave behind. All right.
All right. We laid out information to everybody.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, everybody?
To the inner group.
Oh. The inner circle. What are we going to bring them in? We got to bring them in at some point. During our little intergroup meeting, I told everybody, y'all deal with everyone else. I'll tell the situation to Uthal. I think I can, you know, convince him.
Okay. We
And
won't
I'm
miss you.
gonna look over and
Yeah.
warn you that any additional attacks on members of the party will not be taken lightly, including those riding
any additional
in our company.
attacks on mushrooms that have feelings won't be taken lightly either. Deity boy.
You've been warned.
I pick up a bowl and eat some mushrooms.
Okay. You start eating. All right. Niddick, as you pick up your bowl of start eating, right,
Yeah.
there's a hand, right, goes ahead and taps you on the shoulder going, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Do what?
Right, and you see the elven assassin from wagon 6. Right.
I look at her and be like, poison? Question mark.
Right. Let's see, what was her name?
I look at Tradius and ask him to trade bowls.
Yeah. She goes ahead and using your hand and your spoon, she scoops into your food, right? Draining some of it off from the spoon itself into the side of the bowl, so all the liquid comes out.
Mm-hmm.
And she points at some little kernels, right, in your spoon there. Right. That is the thraka seed. If you were to eat that, it would expand inside you, right, and pierce you all over from the inside. You would be dead in 2 or 3 days, but it would be a horrible, painful death.
Great.
Someone doesn't like you.
How'd you know these were in my soup? Wait, is it just my soup? I look at everybody else's bowls. Y'all got these?
You guys kind of have anybody else with their warnings? So they're like, what? You check your food? No, you don't see any of these little. And Nidrik, you check yours. There's several of them in there.
Who made the soup? Did I get my soup? Who brought me my soup? Did someone bring my soup? Did I get my own soup? Was it a serving line?
It was a serving line.
Huh. Do I remember who scooped it?
You're thinking back on what gave me that. Who's giving out the soup? And the person giving out the soup, right, was where is he? Actually, I'm sorry,
One
it was her.
thumb.
It was Blanche.
Of course.
Is Uthel anywhere near this? Or
I,
am I off on my own?
Yes, you are. No, you're near this.
I thank the pointy ear person. What's her name again? So he don't even know. The other assassin lady. Wasn't she an elf?
Yeah, her Quindalara.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a moon elf.
I thank her.
Has Sultana started eating their soup, or has she checked it?
Oh no, she checked hers. They didn't see any kernels in hers.
Actually,
she checked yours. Didn't see any kernels in yours.
I want to pull Quindalara off to the side, talk to her mano y mano. Can I do that?
Okay.
Are we off to the side now?
You escort her back towards her wagon and take her off to the side.
Can we go on another channel?
Sure. Drop us both down. Be right back, guys.
Go, listen, Quindalara. It's hitting the fan real fast over here, you understand? These dragon cultists, they got out for me. These mushroom murderers, they got out for me too. Surrounded by them. My own party. They're just eating them. Eating little baby mushrooms. That's not the point. Point is, Quindalara, you seem like somebody that can keep me alive, at least till the next day. I want to hire you as my personal bodyguard. I want you watching my shoulder, watching my back, existing in my shadow. Existing not in my shadow, but also in my shadow at the same time. I want your eyes, I want your ears, I want your skills, I want your sword. What's your price?
I am no longer for hire, and I have been watching your back because he asked me to.
He asked you to? Who asked me to? Who asked you to?
The left hand of darkness.
The left hand of darkness. Quindalar, you gotta stop speaking in riddles. Is this your deity? Quindalar, as you can tell, I am definitely not native to these lands. Where I come from, we didn't have these problems. You know what problems we had? Ice and bears. That's all we had to deal with. Ice and bears. We had no time to be killing each other. We had bears. They were killing everybody. You understand? I'm not used to this stuff, Gwendolyn. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it till the next day. I put on a strong face. You know, I make them think I can do it. I can't do it, Gwendolyn. I can't do it. I need help. I need you.
I have been helping you. That is why you're going to live over the next couple of days, instead of going ahead and being in agony.
And you don't want anything for this?
I will continue to help as much as I can. Right? But my help ends when we get to Dragonspear Castle, as I will be traveling with my friends.
Oh my goodness.
But know that the left hand of darkness will still watch after you.
The left hand of darkness. Gwendolyn, I don't know anything about the left hand of darkness. Who or what is the left hand of darkness? How do I learn more? Do I have like a book or a pamphlet? Infographic? Wiki link?
When next he communicates with me, I will ask him to make himself. That is the best I can do.
Did you say make himself known to me? Is that what you said? I didn't quite hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well.
Make himself known to you.
I mean, that's about all I can ask.
You're a sorcerer, but who knows? Perhaps he'll make you change your mind. Perhaps you too can become an assassin.
Okay. Maybe. You know? Okay, well, thank you. I'm gonna get some more food, maybe, and not deadly food.
A piece of advice, though. To live longer, you might want to make fewer enemies so quickly.
Make my enemies what?
You have 20 enemies alone just in this wagon train. You might want to go ahead and make fewer.
You mean like kill them off?
Your interpretation is your interpretation. But yes, you're right. We should be getting back to the wagon train.
Okay. I'll pull this right down.
Okay, and you see them coming back to the wagon. There to come, guys, and Quindalar off towards her group. She immediately gets into a hushed conversation with Mateus, the raven-cloaked young man from their group.
So, what'd you say?
That's none of y'all's business. You don't have to be worried about that. You think I would have held a conversation around y'all if I wanted y'all to hear everything?
Well, she's my friend, too.
Well, maybe she'll bring it up over afternoon tea or whatever you people do with your hammers. Why don't you go back to murdering some more mushrooms?
I'd take another bite of mushrooms too.
What?
Alright, so we know someone's trying to kill you.
Someone? Do you think it's just one person?
Well, no, that was a general statement. Don't get snippy with me.
I think I got 4 people sitting right around me that want to kill me.
Then why don't you leave our party?
Whoa! Wow.
Look, guys, this is what the dragon cult wants. It wants to divide us.
Yeah, I bet.
So let's try to focus at the tasks at hand. Are we going to go ahead and invite our new party mates in, or are we just going to stand here and talk in front of them without letting them know what's going on?
We got to at some point.
Well, Uthel's kind of, after Neander ran off, Uthel's just kind of meandering around. He's not even probably there.
All right, well, that was a silly idea for me.
Do we want to hold a wagon meeting in the wagon?
Sure.
What's the old lady's name? That Uthel's attached to at the hip?
Sultana.
Sultana, okay. I'll go get Uthel. I wander off to Uthel. I kind of skip off. Like, say, hey, Uthel. Sultana wants you to go to the wagon. She's got something to tell you.
Alright.
Uh-huh. Okay. I kind of follow him. Back to the wagon. Y'all were getting the other people, right? What?
What other people?
What do you mean what other people? There's
Darius,
Yeah.
there's Sultana Kingsman, and
The child.
Oh god, do we need to tell the child? Oh, we didn't plan this.
yeah, he's the small child. Let's see, bald head, tattooed 13 different realistic eyes tattooed on his head.
Maybe we should
He's
bring
been
him.
very
He's kinda
happy
metal.
to be in your wagon because he hasn't had to wear his white cap that the other guy used to make him wear.
We see a spy? Did the white cat... Oh. Maybe we should cap some of those eyes.
That's like asking, is he the dragon cultist?
Listen, all I'm saying is he's covered in...
You know, it can't hurt to just ask at this point, guys.
Oh, and he's never spoken to you people. The only communication he has a sign that has Waterdeep written on it.
This is all great information to get just now.
No, he gave this to us.
No,
when we
it was
first-
information you guys have had.
Gotcha.
And nobody's interacted with the kid, so he hasn't talked to you.
Okay. So we're all in the wagon now, everybody?
Yes, everybody's on the wagon.
What you need, Sultan? Told the little shit nerd told me you need to talk to me.
Yes, apparently we're going to have a meeting. So please have a seat. Let's stay calm, everyone. Hear what they have to say.
Is there a seat big enough for me?
No, but there's a space on the floor.
Yeah, you can stand up in the wagon.
And yes, you can actually stand in the wagon. You can lean. You can probably lean on the bar.
He's probably going to do that.
Okay, well,
There you
hello,
go.
everyone. This is our first wagon meeting. So, are we
Alright.
all friendly, know each other's names now?
Who are you?
Great, so we've got some important stuff to go ahead and discuss here. Turns out that someone's trying to go ahead and kill the Gaffling.
Hi, name's Eric.
I mean, after the performer a couple days ago, I'm throwing fit over mushroom.
Yeah, I bet.
And, well, we're, as you can guess, adventurers on a quest, and we figured because you guys were in the same cart as us, or train, that maybe you should know that people might try to kill us. I thought it might be important for you guys to.
Anyone here, like, pro end of the world? Anybody? Raise your hand if you're like, I want the world to end. Anybody? Do I see any hands going up?
1 second. 1 second. Jojo, can we go up?
I don't know
Nobody
if
might be
he's pro end of the world yet.
He might be thrown into the world.
He might be pro into the world.
Dragon cultist.
All this time, he was just playing dumb, and he's the leader. Jojo's gonna come back. Actually, Uthel's hand goes up.
I mean, my hand was going to go up.
What?
For the end of the world, but
Oh
not
my
through the dragon
gosh.
cultist. But not for the dragon cult.
What does that even mean? Why do you want the
Well,
world
the end of
to
the world
end?
means all the gods are dead,
Ugh, are you sure?
and there'll be no magic in the world.
No, what if the world ends because the gods destroy it, and then they just, I don't know, like, whip up a new one and try all over again?
Well, that's why I was saying that I'm not necessarily pro end of the world because of the dragon cultists. I'm just pro end of the world.
I don't think that's a great outlook to have. You should do some soul searching.
Says the one who attacked his own teammates over mushrooms.
Yeah. Well, if you saw somebody killing living beings that had feelings, you wouldn't just stand idly by either, I hope.
So you're saying that we all need to become vegan?
No. No, I'm not
Because
saying
cows have feelings. Chickens have feelings.
Not really. They don't communicate to me. They don't talk to me and know my language.
Okay, but if
Like
we
those
had a
mushrooms
druid,
did.
if we had a druid in our party, this may be a whole nother conversation.
Maybe, but we don't have a druid. All I know is we met a cool guy that was one of those mushrooms, and they could have all grown up to be just like him, just as awesome as him. And he was walking around doing cool stuff. He saved us. Remember when he saved us? Y'all were there. Remember that? Remember? We'd all be dead. But no. And then a whole bunch of his, friends were, just going on the side of the road. And what? Because we were hungry? Or we were in a hurry?
I like stool also. I'm just saying that the whole you attacking the party members when we're trying to do something big like this maybe isn't a smooth move. So maybe we should try to communicate with each other.
Party members should listen. And then we wouldn't have fireballs thrown at them.
Or maybe you could just stop being a jerk.
I do that mouthing thing, Trace. Probably not. I'll still direct that Trodius.
I ate another spoonful of mushroom soup.
Jody, stop encouraging him.
He's like, I'm going to eat more mushroom soup. I'm going to like it. I'm going to just find different mushrooms. I'm going to become a mushroom farmer. And I'm going to make the other mushrooms grow up, and then I'm going to make them harvest their baby brethren.
And we wouldn't have gotten delayed and had to go through that storm if someone didn't decide to go ahead and shoot the giant eagle men things. The man, bear, pig, eagle.
Man, bear, pig. I'm glaring at Trodius.
And I ate another spoonful of soup.
Okay.
No hands go up.
We've determined that Ray Ray is a cultist.
Okay. So you're asking, does anybody believe in the end of the world? No hands go up.
What about that?
Tokatu goes ahead and he's handing out sandwiches.
Yeah, my hand totally went up, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. We did have a hand go up. I missed that.
Yeah, I mean we kind of talked it through. She just wants all the world to end, so all the gods will be destroyed.
I guess I'll have to watch the stream to figure out what happened.
She wants all the gods to be destroyed, so if the world ends, then all the gods will be dead too, and
There'll be no magic in the world.
that
The new
tickles
age
her
of man
pickle.
will start.
Okay.
You don't want any magic? I say as sparks fly through my fingers. Magic's awesome.
Moving on, so we've determined none of us actually want the world end for the dragon for the bad reasons of the dragon cultists. Moving on, is anyone hold their hand up if they're a member of the dragon cult?
This is great.
She turns and looks at the
This is a great interrogation. Nope, no members here.
What, dragon cult?
Dragon
Something dragon cult. Mm-hmm.
Dragon Cult are bad people. They're trying to summon their big bad dragon god, and they want to use their big bad dragon to kill everybody and bring about their dragon time. They're just going to kill everybody with their big bad dragon. They can't do it now, but they're trying to summon a big dragon. And what they need to do it is somewhere in this caravan. And we're trying to figure out who they are and where they're headed. That's our mission.
If you join the Dragon Cult, you're going to have a bad time, okay?
Alright, Mr. Garrison.
So did anyone's hands go up?
Nope.
Does anyone look nervous?
No.
Uthel just looks confused as fuck.
Yeah. Sultana looks like she's heard this all before.
Okay.
Right. Tokatu looks like he has no clue what you guys are talking about. He's just handing out sandwiches. Anything directed at him, he kind of like looks and maybe nods or shakes his head, but that's about it. You're not sure if he's actually answering you.
Well,
Right. Over the course of the time that he's been with your wagon, you've tried various languages that each and all know, and he does not respond to any of them.
Have we tried tongue clicking?
Right. Unfortunately, none of you speak Cholton.
yeah. Pancake.
Right, let's see.
Okay, well, good meeting. So, that's why bad things happen in the world. Dragons are bad. Well, I mean, not all
I have
dragons.
a question. All right,
Who said-
Sultana. Sultana's like, I have a question. Which faction of the dragon cult are you chasing? You said, actually, you say they're trying to bring their big bad into the world. So I guess that would be the ones that want to bring Tiamat into the world. So we're not dealing with the undead faction that are trying to go ahead and make undead dragons. Then
That is
No, we
correct.
haven't determined which one yet.
Well, I don't know
Have we,
anything-
guys?
I haven't heard anything about no undead dragons.
Oh yeah,
We-
that's what I was chasing.
Yes, we have learned through interrogation of some of the dragon cultists that they want to bring Tiamat into the world.
okay, good.
You said good?
I thought the orders of the gauntlet were taking the dragon egg to go ahead and make sure that the cultists couldn't take it and turn it into.
You got the dragon eggs. Which dragon eggs are those again?
I thought that's what what's his face? I am so and so.
This
His
is
master.
Okay, this is Sultana asking because I'm talking in character as Sultana. So I'm expecting I'm talking to 9 in character, correct? And this would be the first time that Sultana's heard anything about the dragon eggs.
I'm trying to trigger the rest of the team to also remember that we didn't 100% know that they were trying to go ahead and summon the dragon god.
We do know this
We do
because
know
of
it's
our
Tiamat.
interrogation of the cultist prisoners that we took. It was before that you arrived with our group, sorry. But yes, the Dragon Cult that were taking captives, and their commander, who was a Dragon Wing, they were looking for an elder or ancient dragon skull to open the portal to bring Tiamat into the world.
Oh, I've been right the whole time. Okay, thanks, guys.
What?
So we did, the Dragon Cultists did kidnap a bunch of villagers, which we went and rescued. And in the process, we found that they had some dragon eggs. And basically, we were able to obtain those and take them away from their possession. The Order of the Gauntlet took those away, which I'm assuming you are familiar with, as you have a weapon similar to one of their personnel.
I
That
know
I
the
have.
faction. Yes, I'm familiar with the faction, not member of the faction, but
Yeah, you seem to possess a weapon that one of them had that I've never seen before.
my baton.
Yes.
Wow, yes. I need to protect myself, and it's inconspicuous enough. A lot of non-combatants use it. The idea that it's a returning weapon makes it even better.
How does one go about obtaining one of those?
Pay a large sum of money to the manufacturer.
I giggle and go, money can be exchanged for goods and services.
That's how I got mine. I bought it.
Okay, good to know.
I
Thank you.
purchased it in Waterdeep about 200 years ago. A little over 200 years ago.
What?
I purchased it in Waterdeep a little over 200 years ago.
I look over to him, whispering, "She's an elf. They live
She's
a long time.
an elderly elven female.
They live a long, long time."
Oh, okay.
Man, that old. I don't think I can count that high. Mhm.
Also, bear in mind, before we left on this mission, we were told that the Dragon Cult has 4 wagons in this caravan.
That part.
Yeah, I don't remember that
I
part
told
either.
you it was more than one.
That's why you keep notes. Out of character.
Well, now you know.
So what are we going to do from here? Are we going to go ahead and investigate the rich wagon? Or are we just going to go ahead and stamp a giant label on it going, Dragon Cultist?
Well, I got a big target on my head. So anywhere I go and investigate, yeah, they all suspect me at this point of knowing. And they're all trying to kill me.
And by association, they will think we're all involved.
Yeah, maybe. Ooh, I know. We could use the big one. I point at Uthal. He can interrogate him. No one will suspect him.
Oh,
Right?
I'm just paid to protect me right there. Mhm.
Everybody but Uthal, go ahead and make a perception check.
Hey, Nick,
Okay. Everybody but Nerdic then. Okay.
Huh?
Everybody but Niddick. Trodius, Strike, and Nine. You guys, I mean, you've known Uthal for a few days and everything like that. But now that you're standing up close to him and talking to him, you notice that the leather pants that he wears are black dragon skin. You haven't been this up close and personal, and you're actually talking about the dragons and dragon cultists and everything. And he's actually wearing dragon armor slightly, or dragon clothing.
Wow, those are some neat pants.
Mm-hmm. They're warm too. Mm-hmm.
Did you have to hand wrestle the dragon to get them?
They were given to me by my tribe. Mm-hmm.
What are y'all talking about?
Don't you notice his pants? You're like at his knee. I figured you would have noticed by now.
I mean, I noticed he's wearing pants, yes. What's so special about that? I got pants on.
they're dragon skin.
Oh.
He's a dragon cultist.
He's a dragon cult? Wait. Uthal?
Now. Would a dragon cultist wear the skin of a chromatic dragon, or would they wear the skin of a colored dragon? They'd wear the skin of one of the goods. They revere the chromatic dragons.
Well, what
There's
type
one
of,
that was slain
what
in
type
battle,
of dragon skin
and they were
is
to
that?
revere them. Black dragon.
Black dragon. Is that a good dragon? That's a good dragon.
No.
That's an evil dragon.
The dragons that are colorful, evil. The dragons that are metallic are good.
Huh. That's a little racist.
Like I said, my tribe gave it to me. Mm-hmm.
Well, did your tribe hunt dragons?
We live up in mountains, or I used to live up in mountains with them. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they come and attack. Sometimes they don't.
That just describes here too. Sometimes dragons attack, sometimes they don't.
Okay, so we need to come up with a plan, guys.
A plan.
Yes, a plan.
Kill dragon cultists. Get to Waterdeep. Follow Elflord to home. Live happily ever after. I've got a plan. What's your plan? I mean, that's kind of the same one as yours, isn't it? And I give her a little elbow shove, like, huh? Huh? Huh?
Except ours is to follow them back to their base. Then kill
I'm
them.
commenting on how she's been getting hot on the prince.
Anyway,
Yeah,
moving on.
During this entire meeting, the only two people that haven't really spoken are Tokatu and Darendale.
Even when I'm
Uthal's
going,
probably
huh?
4 sandwiches at this point in time.
I'm sorry, what was that?
And Uthal's probably had 4 of the sandwiches by now.
Okay.
Okay, so your plan is to, once we get to Waterdeep, go and complete your quest. So I'm just talking about our plan from here to Waterdeep.
Well, aren't we all going to follow the Elven Prince in Waterdeep? Do we really want to worry about these dragons?
Wait, who's the Elven Prince now?
Nobody?
But you said you were following the Elven Prince.
I'm the Elven Prince.
Uthel's going to look at Sultana confused as fuck. And then at Darendelle confused as fuck. You following the short one there? That's strange.
I don't want to reveal his identity and compromise anything. It's my mission to safely get him to Waterdeep.
I think he's talking about the young man here. And Sultana nods her head towards Darendale. Seeing as he's the only male elf in the room.
Darendale is the prince's squire.
Really, because he looks remarkably like King Canis.
Well, you should see the prince then, because he even looks way more like this Canis fella.
So again, we're circling back to what's going to happen then. Let's focus on what we're doing, I don't know, in the next 5 minutes.
I believe she wants to know what we're doing about, or what you're doing, about investigating the dragon cultists amongst the wagon train between here.
My goal is not dying. I feel like I've agitated them enough and got them moving. You guys just need to be a little bit more observant. We've got several leads that we can definitely be suspicious about.
So like they did with their guard and the trolls, perhaps we should go ahead and use the half bait. Let him go ahead and draw their ire and attention. Note is paying attention to him.
Didn't they already try hurting them and all that? That one thing he tried to stop them from dying.
No mere poison in my soup or crazy expanding seeds they're not going to stop me. I'm not scared. I'm scared. I'm actually terrified.
So we know who was handing out the food. We know that that particular person tried to go ahead and assassinate Nidric. So we've already established that some of the guards.
I can go do that right now.
Y'all better stop him. No. We have to be sneaky. You know sneaky, Uthal? You know sneaky?
I think our first lead shouldn't be to go ahead, or I guess the first thing we should do isn't to go ahead and draw too much attention to the fact that we notice that it's the guards.
That's right, Uthal. Sneaky.
A couple people.
Just because we see something bad happen doesn't mean we have to act on it.
Exactly what it means.
No, sometimes you just gotta wait.
So someone writing down a list of these people?
I'm sorry, I missed that last part.
I was asking the party if someone was writing down a list of the people we've already kind of figured out connected.
I'll look at Strike.
I have not been making a list.
Nor checking it twice.
This has been naughty or nice.
Okay, well, I will start making that list.
Writing's not really my thing.
I don't know how to write.
Do we want to go ahead and try to talk to the rich wagon, who is probably all full of cultists, to be honest?
What if we just burn the
Your
wagon
suspects
down?
from today. I went ahead and gave you a list of your suspects today. Yeah, there we go.
What if we wait till this night, sneak up, incapacitate their guard, lock them in the wagon, and set the wagon on fire? Right? We could do that. I mean, they're all cultists, right?
But wouldn't that mean then that everybody else on the wagon train would be very upset? And we have like a prisoner wagon and several guards traveling with us that would then go
They
ahead
don't
and
have
arrest
to
them.
know it was us. We could be.
Don't think them guards stupid. Mhm.
We could be sneaky.
Well, how
I
is
don't
fire
think
sneaky? Mhm.
lighting them on fire is going to help the situation anyway. We
Huh.
need to go ahead and figure out who else is involved. We also need to determine where the dragon skull is being put.
Ooh, we could go on patrol with them and kill them while we're on patrol. And just say, well, somebody had to stay behind this bait. They
Does anyone remember how
volunteered.
big the dragon skull is?
Was it a full-grown dragon skull? I imagine a
It
full-grown
would
dragon
be
skull is hard to.
an elder or ancient skull is required.
Then it's got to be taking up the entirety of the inside of a wagon. That's right. Dragon heads are big.
Yep.
Only wagon big enough probably might hold that. Then if it's that big, might be in lumber. But who'd carve out lumber to do that? Mm-hmm. That make no sense. They're perfectly good wood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like let's see. Your wagon could hold it.
What about the prison cart?
The prison cart could hold it. The lumber, yeah, cutting it hollowing out the lumber cart could do it. The beer wagon, I mean, if all the barrels if it wasn't really full of beer, might be able to do it.
Here's kind of how I see it. 5, 6, and 7, we know the guards there or we highly suspect them of being cultists. So that's 3 out of the 4 we know. It could be the prison cart also. They could have the skull in that. And that would be the 4th cart. Because that's one they really want everyone to stay away from.
You implying there's no prisoners?
Yes. Or the quote-unquote prisoners inside could be like internal guards.
Huh. The prison cart does always set up by itself, doesn't it? Away from everyone else?
Yes.
And they want nobody approaching it.
Which isn't unusual because it is a prison cart.
I guess.
I mean, technically, they're guard and law enforcement. Mm-hmm. We could report a crime being committed, attempted killing, and murder.
Maybe we could ask the wagon master about what he knows about the prison cart.
The wagon master could be in on all of this.
I doubt it.
There are a lot of Hollisters.
What's the
They are
Hollister?
the largest force amongst the wagon train. But then again, that makes sense too because it's their wagon train.
Yeah, but they've run wagon trains before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But then again, that could just be a regular cover.
The
Uthil's brain's hurting right now.
I have an idea.
Me too.
I have an idea. It's a really dumb idea.
Yeah.
So we have to go ahead and have one of our members reported for a crime so that they go and they're stuck on the prison group.
I mean, the halfling did assault several people or attempt to. We can report him for that.
I didn't assault anybody. I fought in the defense of helpless mushrooms.
And everyone's trying to kill him anyway, so if he's not gonna go ahead and be, if they aren't the dragon cultists, well, that's probably going to be the safest place for him.
But
if they are, he's dead.
are, I think I'm in the belly of the beast here.
Either way, we get rid of them.
Either way, this proves whether they are or not. Not that
You mean finding my dead corpse will be proof?
No. I mean,
Did
you
we
take
say
it as
that?
proof, but it could just be that he's annoying and the prisoners killed him.
That's right. I could maybe just die because of who I am.
Either way, win-win.
I promise you won't die. I will go ahead and promise you won't die. I may have to stabilize you. I may not be able.
I'm gonna have to offer to decline myself for the role of prisoner.
Well, then
Yeah,
everyone's going to try to
a dumb
assassinate
idea,
you
but
right
it's not a
now. That's
good
the
idea.
thing.
Better for them to attempt when I'm free than to attempt when I'm in chains.
Anyone else have a better idea?
Well, we need to find a way to be able to inspect the cargo of the wagons.
Well, would y'all be willing to bust me out of the prison?
Well, if you get in there and you see a giant dragon skull, you just scream, "Dragon skull!" And then,
You're
yeah,
implying that y'all will be anywhere near the wagon while I'm put in it.
I haven't practiced in over 300 years, but I could try to sneak out there at night and take a look in the wagon for you.
Uthel's going to get up and start walking toward, or stand up from his leaning position, start walking toward the door. I'll go see him.
No! No! I grab Ukul's, I think I can reach his ankle.
I
And, like,
think
wrap
this is a good
myself around
idea.
and like, no. Like a small infant child on someone's shin.
Like, you want to find out if there's something in there? I can talk to Dwarven Lady Garden.
But we don't want anyone to know that we want to know what's in there.
I want to know.
No, you don't really want to know.
We need to determine which are the cultists without them knowing that we have realized that, so we can follow.
Uthel's
Our
walking
whole
out of the
mission
door right now.
is to go and find their hideout.
Yes, we don't have to stop them. We just gotta,
Yes, but if we find the dragon skull, then I can bless it and it can't be used in ritual.
oh, we can smash it too, and it can't be used in ritual.
But that just means that they'd go get another skull.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That means
We gotta know where
we
the
do
place
not-
is.
You don't stop them, you merely delay them.
Delay's good.
Our job is to find the headquarters so the other forces can attack.
Do you think if we blessed the skull and it didn't work, that we could still follow them? Would they know that the skull's been blessed and that it's no good?
A blessing is no guarantee that it will not work, and any magical effect can be detected.
Ah. Well, that's no good.
Well, you have 4 suspects. Perhaps each of you should go ahead and absorb
him.
one suspect and see who they talk to and see if you can come up with commonalities and maybe piece it together that way. I mean, we do still have another month before we get to Waterdeep.
Well, I believe the passenger on wagon 7, who was that, Richard? I saw him talking as if he was a superior to one of the guards who reported my presence to him. So he probably is a good starting point. I don't think he's bottom of the totem pole, at least.
And I also remember Olivia is also an assassin and could have killed the woman.
And she's the loud, bossy one over there.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, you think Olivia tried to kill me?
Wait.
No, Olivia killed the bar wench.
Yes, but
Wait,
who do you think
what?
had the guard put the things in my soup?
Who killed that poor woman?
Oh, it was Olivia. She's the girl.
We
the
believe. We have no proof at this point.
It was Olivia.
So don't go off half-cocked.
No, it
Please
totally
sit
was
down.
Olivia.
It was Olivia.
Uther should go kill Olivia.
Uthel's going to be walking now in that, trying to get out and shaking Nidhogg off his leg.
No, Nidhogg's now following Uthal or riding on his shoulder. One of the two. Because I completely agree with this course of action.
Okay, so Everett, you guys you let Uthal leave the wagon.
Am I on his shoulder?
Are you right? Oh, I'm sorry. You said you were riding on his shoulder.
I don't know. Is he allowing me to do that?
I mean, if he's not stopping me, then
Oh,
yes.
yeah, I'm not stopping him. I wave bye-bye to everybody in the wagon. Like, we'll get to the bottom of it.
I look over to Sultana. If you have any influence, I suggest you stop him now.
Uthal,
Yes,
if you start a fight with one of them, then you start a fight with all of them, and they outnumber us quite a lot. Plus, there are innocent people here.
I was just going to ask. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but the lady you were going to ask is a bitch. So no matter how polite you are, she will say things to you that will upset you. And you know how you get when you're upset.
He's going to sigh dejectedly and look down. Alright.
I sighed too because I was really excited
Thank
with Uthal going on a rampage. I say maybe next time, buddy, and tap him on the shoulder.
And as Uthal comes back into the wagon, she goes ahead and hands him a sapphire.
She gives him something shiny to entertain him? Is that what's happening here, or is she going to eat the sapphire?
No, she gives him a small gemstone.
Huh.
There you go. You should find it in your inventory.
Yeah. He's going to stare at it, kind of hold it up, and just kind of use it to flicker the lights off and all that. Like he's playing with it, like it. You know how like you hold up a mirror and you shine the light on walls and all that.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Prism.
Strike. Make an appraisal check for me. As Uthal's holding the gem up.
Looking.
Okay. You know it's a sapphire. You believe this is probably worth maybe 500 gold.
That's a nice gem.
Mm-hmm. Purdy. And he's going to tuck it away. And by tuck it away, he's got like a little pouch that he pulls out from his pants and stuffs it in back into his pants.
Okay, so circling back around, who's going to go question who?
We are not going to question. We're going to observe.
I'll observe Blanche.
Mm. If you find good lead and all that. Mm-hmm.
I
And
mean,
Uther's
Richard,
gonna.
right? Y'all gonna watch Richard.
We are going to watch. I'll take Richard. Troy's will take Blanche. Someone needs to watch One Thumb.
Someone that's not short.
Wow.
I guess that falls on me.
So that leaves O'Donnell for you, Niddick.
Okay.
Mm,
Who was Eldonil?
The one that tried to poison you in the food line.
Wagon
You mean
6.
the one doing the serving?
Yep.
No, Blanche was the one who did the serving. O'Donnell is the half elf. He serves guard duty with Blanche, Wagon 6.
Dibs on Blanche.
Called.
Huh?
already called.
Oh my goodness. Well, who wants to trade?
Mm,
Blanche tried to murder me. And I know that. Because I'm still alive.
Which is why you are not going to watch her.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. You are not going to watch anyone.
Well, don't you think it'd be
He has
suspicious
to.
to Blanche if I'm
Okay.
alive? Or maybe Blanche will think I'm immune. Maybe Blanche will
Remember,
think.
those were supposed to take several days before the effects took place.
Hey, Niddick, how about if you go ahead and just see who's watching you?
I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to pretend that the seeds work.
I love it.
Mission accomplished.
So we get to blow you up, right?
Sure.
I mean, I can make your stomach.
After a
hurt
couple
if
of days,
you
I will
want.
have to disappear, but aside from that.
I mean, I can make your stomach hurt and all that for you. Mm-hmm.
No, I can fake it.
All right, you're right. In a couple days, you'll disappear. We tell everyone you blew up, and we get to wrap you up and hide you and stick a sock in your.
Sure, I'll disappear.
I can make it. I can train him down to something. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Or we can stuff him in.
But that gives me a couple days I get to investigate.
Okay, let me start here. Actually, let me clear the combat tracker. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh, great. The wagon's going to get attacked.
What is that?
Okay, we'll start with Niddick. All right, so you're going to pretend that the seeds have worked and you're experiencing what?
Oh, just abdominal pain, you know.
Okay,
That
are you going to
that
stay
I'll
in the wagon
worsen.
and do this, or
Huh?
are you going to be? Are you going to stay in the wagon and
I
do
mean, day
this?
one,
or
I'm
are
gonna be
you
walking
doing
around.
appearances outside.
I'll be walking around, but kind of holding my stomach a little bit and walking.
Okay, give me a performance check.
Oh yeah. Great. Come on.
Okay, not the drum one.
That's above 10.
Okay.
It's not the best.
Okay. Okay, give me a perception check.
Wow.
Okay. During your performance, you see that Willie Weiss, the He's one of the guards for Wagon 7. Right? He smiles. Right? As though, he likes the idea of you getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You also notice that Saxe Cerulean, one of the passengers in Revelry, he goes ahead and he seems to take pleasure in you being hurt.
I report the names to Strike, who I know is keeping a list. I say, Willie, Saxy. Oh man, I think they're bad. Oh,
You sound like one of the
I'm
other
dying.
guards from.
I'm
You
dying.
sound like you sound like the
I'm
guard
not-
captain the Goliaths that were trying to take shit
I'm not gonna make
after
it.
eating some bad food.
Oh god. Oh. It's probably just a big poop. It's probably just a big poop.
Okay. Next up in initiative, Trotius. Who were you paying attention to?
Blanche.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check. Followed by a perception check.
Here's
Okay. You notice that Blanche spends a lot of time talking with Udinil. You're pretty sure she's noticed you, right? Out of the corner of her eyes as she was talking, right? That you were watching her, right? Because ever since then, she's taken great pains to go ahead and face away from you when she's talking, and to make sure that when is replying, that he turns away from you, right? As though she suspects you might be trying to read lips. You also notice that Lottie and Quindalara and Xander have noticed you, because they're all sitting at the back of the wagon making binocular faces at you.
Of course they are. They're probably like, "Are you trying to be sneaky?"
No, they haven't said anything. They're watching him. They're obviously watching him.
Like, what you being sneaky for?
Okay, next up, 9. Who are we watching?
One thumb.
One thumb.
And my idea is that I'm watching him as I'm kind of asking random people if they're feeling okay, because one of my fellow passengers isn't feeling so well.
Okay.
What day are we still like day one?
No, this is going to take place between days. Let me take a look at the map here real quick. See, you made it through the trail call. So between day 20 and day 24, just 24, 25, just before you reach. Actually, day 26. This is going to take place all the way to Dragon Spear.
Okay, well,
because that's the next pinned encounter.
I want to, on average, like maybe on the third day, I want to be doing I'll be like in the wagon at night and screaming in agony, and I want to die.
Okay.
Then you guys have got to wrap a bundle of something up and bury it.
Well, to really sell it, we could always wrap you up and bury you.
Yeah, well, that might be sold at too good, Tradius. Don't you think? Don't you think
Can
maybe?
we light it on fire?
Oh my god. Yes. Yes. You can build a pyre, put the bundle on it, and light it on fire. That will also be acceptable and better for removing any evidence that there was ever not anything there. Good idea.
Yeah, we got a plan.
Just please
No,
make sure I'm not in the bundle. That would be preferable.
You already agreed to be in a
No,
bundle.
no. It's going to be a fake bundle. The bundle is a lie.
So anyway, I'm investigating one thumb, but as I'm investigating them, and I'm trying to play it off like I'm asking everyone if they're okay and offering healing, because I'm really selling the fact that the person traveling with us, Nidrik, is like nearly dying, and I don't want anyone else to die.
Okay, go ahead and give me an insight check. Okay. As you're talking, you notice that both Otik and Yancey, right, seem to be pleased by that. Garl is like, "Oh, that's terrible," and he gives you he pulls a small hand keg out, right? Climbs up in a little wagon, rummages around, right? You can hear him filling up the hand keg, right? Brings it back down. Here, give this to him. It's really good for stomach aches. Make him feel good. Plus, it'll put him to sleep. That way, nobody has to be suffering through the noises.
Thank you so much for your kindness.
You hear, oh, the horror!
Right? Fiona, she hears about sick and everything, and she just starts. She looks very sad, very remorseful, and just starts crying. Right? Until Otek goes ahead and helps her into the wagon. Right? He's a little handsy when he does.
What was her name again? I need to write that down.
Fiona, the twin. It was her sister Flora that got killed.
Oh, I think that's going to be a hard romance.
And he got handsy with her?
Yes.
That's gonna be a tough one. If that ever gets out.
I'm so telling Uthal. Oh, Uthal.
Is he not there?
Okay, moving on.
But I hear her call out because I'm nowhere near. I tried to bother the guards at the prisoner wagon during this time while they're doing that.
Like 5 wagons away.
Yeah, it's several
7
wagons away if it's at the same time. So no, you're 3 rounds away.
Well, no. My question is,
I
do
will
I
tell
hear
him
her calling?
later. I will tell him
Yeah,
later.
I mean-
later at night. I go oh
9.
Uthal.
Were you yelling loud enough? Hey, I mean, were you seriously calling "Oh Uthal," or were you like, "Oh Uthal"?
Mockingly. She's doing it mockingly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mockingly. Later on,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
a day
Okay.
or so after it happens, when I
Yeah,
see him, I
because-
tell.
If you were
Okay.
shouting for him, then yes, there'd be a chance that he could hear you actually calling for him.
Yeah.
And a 19 probably would have done it.
All right. Okay, Uthal, you are headed on over to the
Strike hold first.
prison wagon, right?
We
Oh wait,
skipped-
no.
we
I'm sorry,
skipped
I'm
you.
skipping Strike. Yeah.
Yeah.
My apologies, Strike.
All good. I am watching Richard Redford.
Okay.
Wagon
Railway.
7.
After
Yep.
Ruby.
Richard Redman.
Redford.
Did I make it Redford? Okay, let me change it over here. It was supposed to be Redman. Hey, he's Redford now. Okay.
But
Okay, give me a what are we doing? How are we watching?
Since they're in the wagon right in front of us, I'm going to just try to hang out outside of our wagons, keep an eye on them. Maybe go up and greet Soth, see how he's doing, keeping an eye out.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. Hey, as you're walking up, you notice that, well, both Sauce and Willie immediately notice you coming over to talk to them. All right, and Soth actually steps out to intercept you. All right. You also notice that Sable, young lady from inside the wagon who's sitting by the window, she kind of just leans on her elbow and everything, and she's actually paying attention to Soth walking up to you. Thoden, how are we doing today?
We're doing good. I just wanted to come in and see how y'all were doing. Got one of our members here has come down with something a little sick, so just want to see how everybody was doing.
Yeah. Oh, the halfling, the little guy.
Yeah, he's a pain in the ass, but he's with us.
that's
Yeah.
the best you could come up with.
I heard them talking about him inside. They don't like him much. They said that he's going to get sick. I think he's probably going to die in a couple of days. That's what they think.
Oh, so they thought he was going to get sick, huh?
Yeah, they were talking about it day before yesterday.
All right, that's good to know. I know you're being paid, but you may want to watch yourself with this group.
Why? Because they're cutthroats and thieves and would probably go ahead and sell me down the river to go ahead and save their own.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I saw what they did with Hickman.
Yeah, you may want to part ways very shortly, if not as soon as possible.
Yeah, I plan on jumping off in Daggerford. I'll take them that far, and then I'll just disappear into town. I mean, chick Olivia went ahead and hamstrung it just before as the trolls were getting ready to attack and everything. It's like, okay.
Well, it comes down to it. If there's issues, come find me.
Oh, will do.
There's-
Good to know how. And if you need help, just give a holler. I'll be there.
Yeah, just do me a favor, keep your ear out if they say something else. I'm suspecting that they're probably responsible for Nedrick's illness. So anything that you may
sucks.
hear over, just let me know. And again, if you run into trouble, come over to our wagon. There'll be safety there.
Hey, I got a question though. Because if he does die, can I have that stick? I think it looks cool.
You know, at this point, I don't think anybody else wants it. I got no problem with that.
I
Thanks,
want
man.
to roll to see if I can hear
Good
that
looking out.
conversation from inside the wagon.
We're talking very quietly in hushed tones, so no
Well,
one
if
else
I
can
get a
hear.
natural 20, I think I could perceive all space and time. Nope.
So yeah, about the only thing it'd be good for would be a toothpick for the Goliath.
Nah. Looks good. Looks like it would be good for knocking rocks out and stuff.
Yeah, you. If he does die, you're welcome to it.
Thank you. Good looking out. And with that, he kind of makes it you can kind of tell he's ending the conversation. He's going back to his post. You probably shouldn't follow.
Yeah, I don't follow. I just turn around
Okay.
and make it back to the wagon.
And that brings us to Uthul.
Yes.
Okay, and you were checking out the
I was
prison wagon.
Yes.
Okay. And what are we doing?
Trying to talk to the dwarf guard. Because you said there was a dwarf guard in the wagon, correct?
Let me see. Oh. Yes, there is one. Okay. That would be, let me give you the name here again. Okay, well, as you're walking up, right, she's up there at the top of the wagon, manning the cannon. Right. She does aim it at you, right, or in your general direction, right? And hey, Ufu, what's up?
You look thirsty up there. I'm gonna hold up like a mug. It's just water.
All right. She says something to one of the people, elven female in front of her. All right. She looks you over, looks up and down. Sure. And yeah, I'll be right down. The female she talked to gets up from her station, which was riding shotgun next to the driver, and she takes over manning the cannon. She actually looks like she aims it a little bit more precise in your general direction.
Uthel's not going to go any closer until he gets permission. Like, he approached, noticed the cannon get aimed, and that's when he held up the...
Lana finally makes it up to you and takes the drink proffered. Thanks.
Welcome. I ain't gonna lie, 'cause it's wrong to lie to people and all that. One of my companions got sick. And I think somebody else done tried poisoning him. Something with tiny seed. That and all that. I was wondering if y'all seen nothing suspicious and all that.
Well, can't say I have. I mean, nobody really comes near the wagon and everything. I mean, these three are bad enough that we have, but
And there's also a rumor going around that you guys might be carrying something of a prisoner in there.
yeah, we have a couple of members of the cult of the dragon that we've taken prisoner.
Oh, I heard them recently. I think they're part of the reason why they were trying to kill the short shit who's sick right now.
Really? So you think there's other Cult of the Dragon members in the wagon train?
I don't know. I'm just paid to guard the oven lady in our wagon.
Well, I'm gonna have to let my captain know because I mean, if there are, then and they might try to break these people free before we get to Waterdeep.
I mean, if you need be, I could talk with the lady and all that and see if she don't mind me helping y'all watch them.
I'll let her know. I'll let her know that you want to help. Okay. Go ahead and make a insight check. Okay. You get the feeling that she's probably not going to let her boss know you want to help. All right. She's probably going to tell her boss about what you talked about and everything, but she's probably not going to go ahead and say that you offered to go ahead and help be a guard.
Okay. Is there any way like I could attempt to kind of peer inside, or if the bars are facing my way?
Let's see. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. Not him. Okay. You actually see, as you're looking in the wagon, you see a couple of the prisoners kind of walking around inside of the wagon, and one of them goes ahead and is looking out the bars, right? Looks right at you, right? And makes a throat cutting noise, right? Or not noise, but hand gesture.
Motion.
Yeah, that cut throwing motion, right? Points at you, points in the direction of your wagon. Right, before disappearing back into the bit past the area that you can see through the bars.
So I don't see anything else, and there nothing large or anything like.
No large obvious dragons.
No. The only windows are basically towards the back of the wagon. There's only one small window on each side and then the back of the wagon that would open up. The rest is all covered. It is a little odd because the wagon itself is made of a lot of bars, but it looks like it's been covered in wood. Like they've made a wood siding over the bars that are supposed to be there. And then over that they have canvas covering a lot of it.
Okay.
In that wagon.
But if that skull is in that wagon, then that would mean all the guards that are there would also know about this and might be cultists. Which would like double or triple your enemy list. Or double your enemy list, yeah. Okay.
And Uthel's going to make a comment. Kind of strange that prisoner that don't have shackles on them and all that. Mm-hmm.
Their legs are shackled and they are can only walk about 2-3 feet around in a circle. Don't worry, they're bolted down. We're keeping them safe. They're not going to be able to do anything. All right. We've got the inside of that thing lined with magical barriers, so they can't go ahead and cast any spells. They've got a silence in there, so they they won't be able to talk and communicate with each other. Right, other through hand gestures. We've got them covered. We don't want any of these dangerous people getting out. I mean, one of them's a warlock who he took part in slaughtering a bunch of villagers in Greenest. Right, we picked him up. We picked him up there. Well, I got to get back up there. Otherwise, Amanda's going to dock my pay.
Mm-hmm.
You take care of it, okay?
Mm-hmm. You too.
Okay. And she goes ahead and heads back up to her post.
Uther's gonna meander around and slowly head back to the
Okay, and then you guys all meet up, and in the safety of your wagon, you can go ahead and compare notes.
That prison wagon out there trying.
What?
That there prison wagon is strange. Mm-hmm.
What's strange about it?
Well, they don't have prisoners bound in it, and they're up and allowed to move around and do hand movements and whatnot and all that. And it looks like there's wood and in the bars and all that and canvas and not like normal prison wagon I've seen before. Mm-hmm. Also, apparently there'd be 3 cultists in that thing.
So
Nine hands Pookha the keg and tells them the story of what she saw, including doing the, "Oh, Uther, guess what I saw?"
Go ahead.
So wait. There be a man trying to do things to that poor little lady after her sister done did die. That ain't right. I'm gonna go talk to that son of a bitch right there. Mm-hmm. Oh! Before I forget, apparently one of them dragon cultists in there did think that this little town called Green Earth or something like.
Greenest? You mean greenest?
Something like that, yep. And then one of them did and he's going to do the motion of like the knife
Okay.
slit, and then.
Do you describe the guy who did the knife thing?
Yes.
Okay. You guys listen to the description. Go ahead. Everybody except for 9 and Uthal, obviously, go ahead and make a insight check. Okay. From the description, right, you guys can go ahead and it's Vertok Squanderlust. He was the cultist that you guys captured. He wants to kill Nirdik. He really, really hates Nirdik.
Tell him to get in line.
He was captured back during the siege in Greenest. It was him and the other one that was captured, I believe, was Dresden.
Oh, this is the one you kept slapping.
Yep. And Dresden Xanth was the one that all he did was speak Draconic. He wouldn't speak.
My bet was that one thumb was the one that he was slapping all over the place.
No, because Rin interrogated the both of them and all of that while they were in there.
While they were getting slapped.
Yep.
Do you want me to do anything about this one person hitting on that poor little woman right over there? I will. That ain't right.
Not at this moment.
And let's see. Strike, Trotius, and Nirdik, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
Oh, that was a save. Hold on.
Okay. You guys all realize that, wait, you guys took fast horses north out of Greenest to catch a riverboat to go ahead and get several days ahead of the caravan. He was a prisoner in Greenest. They were prisoners in Greenest.
Mm-hmm.
How did they get to the caravan?
They flew on dragons. Or the
Okay. They couldn't have done it as prisoners. In
Or
a prison
Greenest has been
transport.
sacked.
Prison transports are slow. That means they would have had to have either really fast horses or another fast means of travel to get from Greenest to Baldur's Gate to be part of this wagon train.
And Greenest has been
Hey,
sacked.
Jojo.
You're cutting
you
out.
Broke up, Trace.
Okay, how's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
How many Dragon Cult prisoners were there? 3?
Yes.
Oh, and how many of those creatures did we kill earlier? 3.
3.
What does that have to do with anything?
I wonder if they flew in on those flying creatures, and the flying creatures were just following us.
No, they've been inside of the prisoner wagon since we started off.
I know that, but I'm saying since we started, the creatures have been following us.
I don't know. Either way,
Don't
they didn't leave Greenest as prisoners, is the implication.
Right.
So however they got out of Greenest, it wasn't in shackles.
Which then goes ahead and lends that if it wasn't in shackles, does that mean all guards there at the prison transport will also be dragon cultists?
I don't know.
Called it.
Yeah, based upon their actions, especially the one basically saying to eliminate Uthal in our wagon, we definitely could probably mark them off as they're in the. Same with Wagon 7, all except for the Soth, the guard that they hired from the outside. All of them were very perceptive when I walked up. The one guard that died, Hickman, Olivia actually hamstringed him to slow him down, so the trolls would go after them.
She seems nice.
So, if you see the guard Soth come in looking for shelter, refuge from them, I think we should let him in. He also told me that they knew that Nidder, you would get sick a couple of days before it happened. They are definitely responsible.
For those taking notes, those would be information about characters in each of those wagons.
Oh, and by the way, Nidder, if you do happen to die, we're going to give your little stick to Soth. He wants it so he can bat around rock.
Not my hockey stick.
I told him nobody else would want it. Don't worry about it.
I'd want it because it'd make an excellent toothpick.
You know, I actually did read that up. But then it ain't going to matter. You're going to be dead at that time. So just don't die.
I mean, I'm going to die in a couple days. Wink, wink.
Well, I could, yeah. Well,
But
So how
I want to be buried with my hacky stick.
so either you can have your stick be a toothpick and be inside somebody's mouth, or we can give to somebody so they can hit some rocks with it.
Oh, God, no.
So,
Nobody's getting
what would you
stick.
prefer?
Nobody's getting stick.
You can be
man.
dead. You can't say anything.
I can say a lot of things. Nobody's getting stick.
I'm gonna say if the wagon's got a shovel and all that, we're gonna go ahead, get prepped up to bury you and all that.
I thought we were burning him. I like the burning
Yeah.
idea.
We're
Yeah,
burning.
but I mean, couldn't they just like poke the remains to see if there was an actual skeleton in there?
Not if y'all do a good job.
Why don't we put it in the hole, burn it, and then bury it?
There's not going to be anything to bury. Get that fire hot.
All right, Nidrick, we need you to lay down so I can go ahead and bind you and figure out your measurements so we can have a perfect.
I don't need to be bound.
Before we get to that, what has everybody else learned?
I was not able to learn much. Blanche was fairly perceptive to my movements, and that I was watching her. So, other than her talking to one of the other guards very silently with their backs to me, I was not able to learn much.
So,
I love how he leaves out, and those kids were annoying.
when I was following One Thumb and letting everyone know I was concerned about everyone's health with Nidrick dying and everything, which everyone can hear you, Nidrick. Congratulations. It's very believable. Yancey was talking to One Thumb. And here's a barrel of supposed to help with belly aches.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to test to see if it's poison? Not it.
Utho's going to grab it and take a drink.
Nope, shouldn't drink it.
Utho's still going to do it unless someone stops him.
Okay, Uthal, give me a Constitution saving throw. Okay. Uthal takes a pretty big swig of it, right? It tastes really good. It goes down smooth. Right. And a couple of moments later, he starts looking, his face kind of droops. He looks really peaceful. Right. You're feeling really calm. Right. He sits down pretty hard. Right. And it feels like it would be a good time to just take a nap.
He's going to sit down and flat out take a nap
That's
sitting
death.
up.
That's death.
I forgot to mention it was also supposed to make you really sleepy. Oops.
It sounds like he's sawing logs now.
Okay. Strike, what are you doing?
Right now, just sitting and observing, taking notes,
9?
writing down everybody's names.
Okay. 9, what are you doing?
Well, I just handed everyone the barrel.
Okay. Trodius?
Spider.
And Niddick.
What? I'm chilling. Like, whatever.
Okay,
Can I
and
change-
Trodius, what are we doing with the spider?
Feeding it little flies and having it do tricks in my palm.
Okay.
And then pointing at Nidrick and laughing.
Okay. Okay. Most of the day goes by. Uthal sleeps through it. Right. Uthal, it won't matter because I've already told you there's no more encounters, but for the rest of that day, after you wake up, right, you cannot rage. It just getting angry and getting upset just isn't there.
That's fine.
Not sure what was in that dwarven ale, but that was some really good dwarven ale.
Yeah.
Okay. As you go ahead and you continue on your way towards Dragonspear Castle, right, you come upon a crossroads. Let me bring up the map and share
At
it.
what time are y'all gonna have my funeral pyre?
You have to not mumble that so we can hear you.
I said, at what time you're gonna have my funeral? Where you burn me?
We're just gonna dump you out the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Yes.
Uther was just going to dig a hole and throw in his sack.
Need to burn me.
And then throw, and he's going to throw a torch on the sack and watch it burn.
Oh
And once
my
it goes
gosh.
empty, he's going to.
One of
Okay.
my skills is an actual funeral.
When you get out to where you want to quote unquote bury your companion, right? Darendale goes ahead and he weighs at the ground, right? And you see 5 feet by 5 feet by 5 feet of earth just move up and out, right? Forming a nice little deep grave.
That's cheating. Mm-hmm. That ain't fair.
That's hot.
Why soil my hands?
I mean, I
He's
was going
just
to
a
be.
stupid halfling.
I agree. But I was going to be digging the hole.
Not just say that. I love you even more.
Why have anyone else but my hands get dirty? I'm
Can I hear him say that from the wagon?
No.
Oh my gosh.
But if you want to be digging a hole with that special stuff, that's fine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just saying it's tainting. I want to dig a hole.
I'm not
But you
telling
got to
Nidrick
carry
he
the
said
body. I wanted to carry the body. And you got to carry the body. You did something, I did something. We're in this together, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Can I throw the torch on the body?
Safe.
that. I want to perform a funeral.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a.
It's under ceremony.
Okay. Let's see.
So it's under ceremony. It's a spell. It says funeral rite. You touch one corpse for the next 7 days. That target can become undead. I mean, I know it's not an actual corpse, but I like the idea that Nine's doing like a full-on funeral. Maybe it's a performance,
Okay.
but whatever. That she's doing a funeral for him.
Okay.
I mean, who's
Go
to
ahead
say
and
it's not a corpse?
give me a religion check. Okay. Actually, give me another one. I should have said give me one with advantage. Okay.
That's terrible.
Okay. Okay. You go through the entire rites. You have it all down perfectly. If it was a body, you've done the ritual correctly. But it's quite obvious that what you did was that you left out the magic. All right. So anybody who was paying attention could make a Arcana check to notice that, well, you didn't really perform the actual ceremony itself. You went through the motions of the ceremony.
You better try again.
Right. And
I mean, is anyone out there with us?
I was kind of
He's
hoping
figuring
that.
that out right now.
okay. All right.
Well, Strike, aren't you a? I couldn't remember if you were a paladin or if you were also a cleric, because
I'm a
he's a
cleric.
friend of yours too. So you should say some words.
And as you're saying that, right, you notice that these glowing runes are appearing inside the grave. Each of the walls start glowing with a different rune, dedicated to a different aspect of halfling life.
Look
Right.
over to
Those of you that are at
Darendale.
the those of you that
You're
are at the
doing?
funeral, go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. Okay, Strike, you go ahead and you notice, right? Prince Darendale going ahead and moving his finger, right, ever so slightly, right, as the runes are appearing.
All right. I'll make a slight nod of the head to him.
Okay.
And then I'll mumble a couple words. He was there. He was a pain in the ass, but
Here's our pain in the ass.
flush some stuff off. He's dead now. Wish I could have done it myself.
Aw, that means so much to me.
All right. Several people from the wagon train start making their way over to the grave. All right. And as they're coming that way, Darendale goes ahead and waves his hand. Actually, he starts to wave his hand, stops, and says, Uthul, if you want to bury him before they get here, you might want to hurry.
I thought we were gonna burn him.
Go ahead and do it. You're quicker at it than I'd be.
Oh, very well. Right, he continues the hand wave motion, and the earth starts going ahead and filling the grave back up. And by the time the people from the wagon train get here, right, as they're coming forward, one or two of them started singing like this slow dirge funeral type song. Right, it was slowly picked up by others. Right, it seems to be a common funeral dirge song here in the Sword Coast. Right, and they sing, and once they finish with the song, right, several of them come up and offer you their condolences for your loss and everything.
Utho's going to make sure the ground is extremely packed, that it would be hard. He's just going to take the end of his maul and just...
Okay. Yeah, so you tamp down the grave. All right, you guys make it back to the wagon train. While this is going on, Nidurk, I need you to go ahead and give me a perception check. Okay. As the funeral's going on, you and Tokatu, right, are still inside the wagon when you noticed shadow come across the window, and it looks like it's coming up to the you hear footsteps coming up the back steps, like somebody's could come in the back door there.
I need a hiding spot.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
He is the dark.
Okay. Alright. You hear the back door handle start to turn and open, right? Then you hear the patter of footsteps from inside the wagon running really quickly towards the door, right? You can assume that it's Tokatu, right? You hear a female voice don't really recognize, right? Going, oh, pardon me. I didn't know anybody was going to be here. Well, hi there. Those are fairly curious tattoos on your head there. Are you here all alone? I see. Well then, yes, I will leave. Uh, you hear the door close. Right, as she goes ahead
But Tokatu
and
didn't
walks
say
off
Jack.
and walks away.
But he can motion.
Okay, and you're pretty sure that she's walked away from the wagon. What are you doing?
In a hushed voice, I say, Tokatu, what was that?
He looks at you. All right, walks over to the window. All right, motions for you to stay. All right, opens the curtain just slightly. All right, and as you can see out, but people can't really see you inside without staring.
Mm-hmm.
You see one of the women from Revelry, Sable Silvermane, right, walking away.
Okie dokie. What did you tell her? How'd you get her to leave? You're not much for talking.
He holds up the sign Waterdeep.
Okay. Well, I guess she wasn't looking for you.
Revelry was the one that's got the loud bitchy woman in it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Olive?
But
Yes.
that wasn't Olive, right?
No, it was not
No.
Olive. That was Sable.
Sable was the one that was watching me when I talked to Soth.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she's the one that she always appears really bored, right? And she's complained multiple times that they should have gone ahead and taken her father's ship from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep.
I see. I say, tell him, good job at playing it cool.
He smiles.
What's your story anyway? Why can't you talk?
He holds up his sign.
What's in Waterdeep?
He points at himself.
I look for some parchment or paper and some type of writing utensil. Ask, can you write? Did you write that sign? See if I can hand them some. See if he can communicate by a writing. I also ask, is it your tongue? And I open my mouth and stick my tongue out and go, you got your tongue?
He sticks his tongue out at you.
Well, it's not that, then. Does he write at all, or is he writing?
Yes, he does. It's there. Yeah,
Oh.
take a look at the Penny Rounds chat. That's what he writes.
Okay. Well, that's where we're heading.
He smiles again.
I'm gonna figure you out. We got the whole trip together. 'Cause I'm dead, you know.
He shakes his head.
He shook his head, yes?
Yes. And round then, the funeral is over. Party's made it back. You relate to them what happened?
He said, do I?
Yes. Do you relate to them what happened?
Yeah. Tell him,
Sorry, you cut out right there. Oh, okay.
yeah, I tell him, so, while you guys were out mourning me, thank you, by the way, were there a lot of tears? A lot of people crying? Yeah?
There was a lot of clapping.
I didn't hear any applause. I didn't hear any clapping. I think you're lying. I think there were a lot of tears. A lot of just sad. Anyone bring a lot of flowers?
There
Someone
were
called you a
emotions.
stupid halfling.
There were emotions.
There were a lot of emotions.
Okay, great. You know, this is how I always imagined my funeral would have gone. I wish I could have seen it. Turns out, someone broke in our caravan and tried to kill me. Or at least look for me. But my main man, what's the little kid's name again?
Tortuga?
Yeah,
Tokatu?
my main man Tortuga scared him off. Tokatu, is it Tokatu? Tortuga?
Tokatu.
Tokatu.
Not the first city in Conan.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry.
Good job, little one. Uta's gonna give Tukatu a head.
It was what was her name? Not Olive.
Sable.
It was Sable from Olive's caravan. Came
Probably
snooping
trying to
around.
check to verify you're dead.
Well, I don't know. I think if Tukatu hadn't been here, she would have snooped around in the caravan. Maybe looking for me. I'm not sure. Maybe looking for something else. Clues as to what we're doing. But they're on to us as much as we're on to them, potentially.
Okay, and we will go ahead and wrap up today's game session there. We'll be picking up with you guys arriving outside of Dragon Spear, right, with the next game session.
Also known as the cultist headquarters.
Also known as the Cultist Headquarters. Yes.
Okay.
Right.
So